Hi, my name is A.Adams, Sociology 410. I'm just telling you a little bit about childhood asthma and social inequality. This is Hutchinson Middle School. I grew up here, went to this middle school for about 3 years, and I can firmly say that there's a lot of industrial harm that's going on within the community, and I'm just telling you a little bit about it. So a little bit the small demographics about the Hutchinson Middle School. This is located in La Mirada, California, and it was founded in September 21st of 1956. Hutchinson has also had a student population of 754 students this year, mainly diverse population, and it's also located around many factories, but they're a little bit behind those houses back there. I don't know if you can get on the camera now. Anyways, and then it's also around 88 to 87% minority base as well. So as a student that I used to go to Hutchinson, I could say there's various negative impacts on the health and well-being of others. Especially next to these toxic sites, we have trains, landfills, just factories, stuff like that. And I'm just say that contaminated water is another thing that mainly places filter. I don't know if you can see, but behind those bungalows we have a little sewer that goes down, and it's always very contaminated. Lots of rodents come out, go into some of the restrooms, and it's just a bunch of messiness or just filthiness. That's what I'm trying to say, but there's some of that. Some physical health effects also, exposure to toxins like heavy metals, chemicals, pollutants. It can also lead to respiratory issues. Me, for example, I have asthma. Don't laugh. So it's I don't know, growing up with asthma, it was always difficult around this area to breathe and run track and just do stuff like that. So I guess that's another issue for people that are somewhat severely ill. There's also psychological stress. I could say the awareness of living in this area, it causes some anxiety and stress of insecurity, and what can happen to those loved ones, what if they have anxiety attacks or asthma attacks or just something like that, with the lines. And these psychological effects may influence how students feel about their safety and future prospects. I can't remember that far back, but I just remember being around this community, and it's it's a very warm and green community, but the only thing is the harm around it, the factories, the sewage lines, stuff like that. It just made me very weary, and it's I didn't feel I can drink out the water fountain, for example. It's just there's a call for cleanness, if you could say that, or just something along those lines. Let me see. And according to PILO 2017, the textbook, social inequalities refer to unequal distribution of resources, opportunities, and privileges among individuals or groups within society. I feel this more accurately represents the people within this community specifically, just because the health hazards is nearby, and then for the children as well, with health issues like me. This just causes alarm or concern. And I feel that closely relates to our textbook and the concepts we're going over about these certain topics as well. So I've been living in the city for around 6 years, and most of my neighbors are claiming the railroads are very filthy, and the factories disturb our peace during sleep at night. And then for me and others around me, it causes our asthma flare very quickly, and especially around this time of the year, just calls for unnecessary calls for ambulance and stuff like that. So it just I guess it's a raised alarm, a call for help or urgency like that. And then on top of that, let me see, going back to physical health issues, I feel this can also lead to late terminal cancer, just because the more smoke that goes into your lungs and stuff like that. We know how cancer forms, and it's just being around this community, if you're in here for more than 10-15 years, it's gonna build up, and eventually you'll lead to some respiratory issues. Let me see. And something I think is very key to take away from all this is to vote wisely and support the people in your communities. Factories and oil rigs, for example, should be placed in the middle of nowhere instead of near here, urban communities. So pretty much take action, see the cause, say cause, and yeah, that's pretty much that. Thank you.